to ever do it at this point. Going up against a familiar face for us at this point.
Familiar
after one
face
set.
indeed, yeah.
A very familiar face. We got face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Face known as the Zelda that's been killing it. I mean, what more can we say? They are in the top 8 winner side portion of this, going up against, like you mentioned, the #1 seed, which is Frozen and Zelda. We've gotten to witness both experience, yet witness firsthand what this character is capable of doing in terms of, like the damage output, the setups. Speaking of setups,
the immediate transform cancels. Oh my god, getting the foresight through the Naryu's love. Okay, we're starting. Looks like we're starting top 8 with a bang.
Yeah, speaking
or
of bang.
with a controller reset, which is not as much of a bang. But no, we're reset. No,
Gotta make sure, we're playing at our very best.
You have to do that before the match starts. No judgments to anybody, because everyone forgets to do it. I used to forget to do it all. Just reset your controller. Because sometimes if you don't reset your controller, like your inputs will just be all screwy.
It's a Jersey thing.
It's not a Jersey thing. It's
You're
like
right.
actually universal.
All right, you're supposed to help me.
But I think something else is going on here. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but Face is having to reset his controller once again. It's disconnecting once more, and I don't know if we're just going to reset like a crew battle. 3, 2, 1, go. 3, 2, 1, go. Nope.
Face is definitely just making sure that all the inputs and buttons are working properly, exactly the way they need to. And at this point in time and bracket, this is when you need your control to work. It's magic.
This is also when you need the mind games. This is why you want to like pretend your controller is messing up to slow down your opponent's momentum.
True.
And that's another thing I forgot about, man. Zelda's down tilt popping up the way it does is crazy. Like, the thing with like a lot of like fighting games, right, is that like you can like have a hitbox and it won't feel good. That's something I will give Ultimate the true benefit of the doubt for. Because even in that game and all the Smash games, like hitting somebody feels good. The sound makes sense. It feels good on the controller.
Right.
And this game nails it as well because it adds it to a lot of different moves that didn't normally have it that they feel should have it. Like Zelda's down tilt being the powerful combo pop-up starter that it is, as that back air is going to do it. In fact, for Pyra, first stock going to Frozen.
Yeah, and that's exactly going to be the game plan coming into the rest of this set. You're going to see Frozen just have to go off stage, trying to get those edge guards, if not just steal the stock as early as can be, because the more you allow Zelda to be on the stage, especially a stage like Battlefield, tri-plats, a lot of space to move, and a lot of space to set up, you're making it just harder on yourself, but beautiful slide into up smash.
Yeah,
right there.
those are gorgeous Dacus to be able to cover that space right there. Which is another thing they added to this game, of course, in Dacus. If, like, for you youngins who don't know, that stands for dash attack canceled up smash. It was a tech that was introduced in Brawl, and only in Brawl, where when you did a dash attack, you could get the hitbox out, and as soon as you did, you canceled it with an up smash, and as a result, you slide very far forward with it. It's universal, and some characters have really big and powerful up smashes. And speaking of strong attacks, we got the down air spike in Frozen down to the depths of hell with a clean 69.
Can we talk about that coverage, though? Like, even if the spike hitbox of that down air didn't connect, the Knight was right there to cover the high recovery, which I was pretty sure Frozen was going to be on the edge of recovering high. However, that's going to be a stock. I mean, 93% of extra credit tacked on, but against Zelda, this character is so menacing, especially when she has you at the corner. It's like, how do I get away from the situation? Well, with stuff like that, you swing until you start missing, and Frozen has not missed these hits. However, a beautiful up B cancel into up smash. Wow.
Point blank, too. Like, they're playing the damn point blank DS game, like, right in the face. I love it, too, because it, like, allows a sort of, like, mix-up mash style to be played on the part of Zelda, which is not normally what she's supposed to be. She's supposed to be sort of like, I don't know how to describe it, like sort of like a mix-up camp instead, but because of the movement in this game, you can play a lot more aggressively with her, which a lot of people never expect when you're fighting a Zelda, even in a modified game like this.
Yeah.
It never, ever happens. Again, my boy Tempo, who I mentioned last time I was on the stream, I wanted to mash against him. It didn't work. I don't know why it didn't work, but it didn't work, and it's not going to work against Face either, especially considering how far that Face got in the bracket for sure, going up against Frozen and putting on a hell of a fight against her in this top 8 so far.
And speaking of top 8, this is best of 5 territory. So all these matches, all these players have a chance to adapt, download their player as much as possible. However, you want to get that advantage, that you want to get that first win just to give you that upper edge for the rest of the set. However, right now it looks like Frozen is running away with this game and just tacking on the damage. The swaps to Pyra are perfect. They are pitch perfect because every swap Frozen makes, she has been able to capitalize and steal the stock. Beautiful way right there with the down smash. Not enough to get the stock.
It was a good wait, but at the same time, oh my God!
Oh my God! Talk about
he died at 0. Yeah, he died at 0.
Oh man.
Why aren't you harmonizing?
I don't know what you were singing.
I was singing He Died at 0.
Whatever, dude. It's your voice.
The hit song that's sweeping the nation. Or whatever. All right. Well,
Cross
point is, I did not expect that to go down the way it did. I expected Frozen to do a get-up attack there because she had all the time in the world to react to it, and she did neutral get-up.
Yeah.
I guess she didn't think that face was going to react to it, but he did, and then she kind of just said, "Fuck her," and did the uppy and just.
No, it was the knight that actually pushed Frozen further away.
No. I'm talking about the suicide uppy.
Yeah, it was a knight.
So the knight, she didn't mean to do that.
No,
Oh, I thought she meant to do that.
literally, Zelda's best friend was her own demise.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Whatever happens. However,
Test.
you see it in the player cams. Frozen gonna take that face. Definitely not looking pretty happy about what just happened.
I mean, I would not be either. That's a very demoralizing way. That's a very demoralizing way to lose game 1. I'm not gonna lie. But good for FaZe. They got 3 games to do it, right? Or more games to do it. This is still a best of 3.
No, it's best.
It
of
is
five.
a best of 5. Okay, we just haven't
all
updated
of top
it.
8. Yeah, all of top 8 is best of 5.
Yeah, just haven't
We should
updated
be
it
able
yet.
to-
Yeah, we'll get that going for you guys in just a second here. So yeah, it's looking like we got frozen spacing.
Sevens.
Yeah, Winter 7. Looks like we got frozen spacing with the down air right here, as a Pyra player is one to do, keeping that pressure on the Zelda as well. With the oh my god, did you see that? That was reverse hit forward air, weak hit of lightning kick, which is not technically a lightning kick, but you know what I mean. All right, shut up.
Right. Yeah, I'm just gonna take your word for it.
Yeah.
However, yeah, like you mentioned, pretty even game so far. These you're seeing FaZe start to get Frozen off stage a lot more, doing a real good job, just applying pressure, using that lightning kick. I mean, we've mentioned how strong of a move lightning kick is when you get the sweet spot, but that sour spot sets up for so much, and we're seeing it pay off so far. However, off stage once again, and every single time we see a Zelda off stage, it's the time that we start seeing Pyra come out for Frozen, and almost from the other side of the stage getting that stock with the up B.
Almost indeed, my friend. Being able to space that in the way that you can now, instead of having to go a more set distance with it, is also huge when it comes to moves like, forgive me, I never played Ocarina. I don't know how to pronounce it. Aurora's Wind. I have no idea the uppy. I'm sorry. Get mad at me in the chat. Whatever.
You never even played Ocarina?
I haven't actually. Well, I have, but I never finished it.
You want me to spoil it?
Not now, because I mean, maybe later.
Bro, it's a 90s game. Nobody cares about what
Wait, Sheik is Zelda?
Sandy's a girl.
Sandy's a girl?
Oh, man.
Alright, whatever.
Speaking of that.
Let's put Sandy in the game, cowards. Anyway.
Speaking of that,
Yeah.
with that being said, with our SpongeBob quotations, we got to witness Frozen not only tack on a quick 70, but FaZe was able to bring it back. It's an even game, but even then, like, Frozen was just not allowing herself.
The reversals off the end tilts as well. The fact that that move literally drags towards you is such a crazy change as well. That is a spacing tool that doesn't send you away. It sends you closer to Zelda, who gets a lot off of grab. Don't get it twisted.
Right.
Like, she can be played in like a sort of zoner style, like mix. Like sort of camp, mix and mash camp,
Yep.
if you would. What is the word I'm trying to say? Camp mix. That's the play
Camp
style
mix,
I'm
yeah.
trying to say. Thank you. But again, with the way that you can cancel the uppy in this game, on top of the fact that that move literally drags, the fact that she has a spacing tool that drags her closer to you like that is nuts. She's got the grab combos on deck as well, but unfortunately for FaZe, they're not able to really get any of them right now because Frozen is ledge trapping very, very solidly right now, back and forth. No need to press any buttons when you don't have to. She's not a masher.
No.
You see, she's not pressing buttons when she never has to as well. She's just like dash dancing back and forth, reacting, waiting to see what, FaZe is going to do, and just putting out the right option accordingly. Very fundamentals-based Smash on display for you all right here.
Yeah, speaking of fundamental, I mean, just knowing when to swap, how to swap, and who to swap, like, into, and just what attack to throw out right after the swap says a lot about how good and how knowledged Frozen is with her respective character, which is Pyra Mythra, and just putting on a clinic right now, making this hard for FaZe to even get a single hit, but the single hit that FaZe does get is enough to seal the stock, bring us back to a 2-stock even game.
There we go, trying to space the down tilt, but the respawn and vulnerability, nothing doing. And now we're going to get a lot of Mythra damage here. There's the F tilt,
Oh
switching
my
to the
goodness.
damn Pyra with the double down air over and over again. Oh man, I don't know about you, Gabe, but I order that every time I go to McDonald's. That was crazy. That was double D experience.
Oh my
Oh my god!
the jump as they go for the blazing end and just immediately There was nothing for Aegis to do in that scenario. That is going to be the stock that Face is going to run away with. And now, just like that, Face one step away from, I think, giving Frozen her first loss.
Yeah, and now this is about insurance. On top of giving the first loss as well, this is about insurance. You're going to probably lose this stock at some point. Pyra's got crazy kill power.
Oh my god.
Pyra has absolutely crazy kill power. So does Mythra at this percent as well. So you got to get as much insurance tacked onto this stock as possible, and you already got 72% on top of it. So even if Face loses the stock, Face is going to be in a really, really good position to be able to win this game number 2, and already almost lapping in percent, Gabe.
Yeah, no, for sure. Already almost one full stock ahead is Face, and taking away this game 2 in what's a crucial match. However, Frozen's not going to go out without a fight. That is going to be a stock. And now Frozen, we've seen her in these positions before. And
I've seen a lot of players in this position before.
Oh
My God. Mythra decided to grab the ledge at the best possible time. If she waited like a damn second more, that was it. That Din's Fire was going to spell disaster and definitely force Frozen into a tech situation, at the very least off the level. Up throw?
No, yeah. Throws, the throws that you'd expect to kill in other games don't really kill in this game. It's really hard to tell what kills right now. How
sure?
Or not? Yeah, a 180 and an up throw is not killing.
Yeah, but that's sent to the bubble. Now there was a little stale, I have to believe.
Oh,
Oh my God, you featherweight character, get down from there. You do not want to be there against this character. Holy shaboopy.
Almost being sent to the heavens right there is Zelda in what could have been her game to win, but right now
this is even now. What the hell?
It's as even as it's gonna get. But
no
Fire being put in place.
No need for the lightning kick right there. Be careful.
Yeah, at this point, as Zelda, you don't want to overcommit.
No.
One bad commitment will send you packing at this point.
Like, this character is a neutral monster, and she's good at racking up damage. But in scrap situations like this, when you're at 184, and you have to just land a hard hit to be able to close out a stock, this is where Zelda struggles, man. Just to be able to get that raw hit to get the kill. It's a little bit of like Mario-itis, if you would! Oh my God, and this is definitely spelling disaster right now. But there's the grab.
Just enough to get the stock, and even Face, yeah,
no.
You can't be comfortable. You are not going to be comfortable after what should have been a runaway game turning into that close as it was. Frozen showing a lot of resiliency, but even with that resiliency, just clutching out his Face.
I can hear my inhales when I breathe in this microphone. It is very close to my mouth.
Take it out of your mouth.
It's not in my mouth, you idiot. Where is the knob?
It's right here.
Okay.
It only affects what you hear.
Incredible. I'm gonna mute myself. I don't feel like doing this anymore. All right, ready? I'm gonna do it. I'm not gonna mute it. I'm just gonna make it real nice, and so I don't hear myself nearly as much.
Game
on the Fuzzy Pixel stream. The fact that Face still had to clutch that.
Yeah.
Ugh. Did I lower my gain? I apologize.
It was literally just, comfortable 2-stock position. Oh yeah. So
Samus.
I didn't know about I didn't know about the Face Samus.
I definitely did not know about the Face Samus either.
I am going to say it is just a safety pick. Realizing Zelda, although clutched out that game too, was on the verge of just losing all momentum, and what better way to just make sure to regain your composure and play it safely than swapping to another character. And speaking with Padrino and a few others, this is a kind of game where sure you can have that one character that you main and you dominate this game with, but I feel like this is the actual kind of game where having more than one character can be more beneficial for you.
Yeah, I can agree with that to an extent, honestly. Like, I mean, these counter picks are very, very important. I mean, there are some busted characters in this build, don't get me wrong, but at the same time, I mean, there's still people who get counter picked. Like, I played Pit, for instance, right? And that character is absolutely crazy, but I still think Cloud has historically been a problem for him.
Right.
And so you can play some other characters if you want to, man. The fact that this could still be the way it is, and it could still potentially be a counter picker's game, though it is too early to tell in the meta to tell, I think is really cool. I'm down for that.
No, yeah, and Frozen just reminding Face right now that the Samus swap is not the way to go right now, as Frozen only tacked on 31, as Face struggling to even make it back on stage and about to lose stock number 2 within the first minute and 10 seconds. Nope.
Oh, it didn't roll on. Didn't roll on in time. Actually, that was kind of crazy. I mean, you saw what she was doing right there, just stalling by the ledge with the up B right there. But this didn't really matter at the end of the day, even with like the respawn and vulnerability just over and over again. Yeah, I feel like. How do I phrase this, right? I feel like Samus can definitely still be an anti-mash character in this game. I have played against Marcus quite a bit in this game as well. And if your character doesn't have like a good projectile or like good like spacing tools, like a sword or whatever, or just long-range attacks, good luck against a Samus who just runs to the other side of the stage and like fires the pot shots at you. I feel like Pyra Mythra can be the exception because Mythra is just so fast, so aggressive, so long-range. Just so everything a character needs fundamentally to succeed in a game like this, that I feel like they can just honestly just mash down Samus and get away with it.
Yeah, for sure, and just
even with Prominence Revolt.
Applying pressure is so keen against projectile-based characters, whether it's Duck Hunt, Pac-Man, Samus, you know, Young Link, Toon Link, and you know, you look at all these projectile-based characters, and you realize there's characters that have real good pressure tools, such as Pyra Mythra, as we're seeing it on full display right now.
Oh,
holy crap!
You see, when I play Mario in the other game, I only need one button to ladder. How many buttons got pressed there? How many was that? More than I can count to.
Yeah.
That was crazy. That's not going to do it either, but that's definitely going to get Frozen off of face right now. And there's the side B and the missile to trade right there. 76% on the second stock though, as Frozen only loses her first. It's definitely not looking like it's Face's game to win, especially with Samus, because Samus is not a comeback character.
No.
I just want to say that. You know, there are a lot of characters who have comeback characters with literal comeback mechanics, like Lucario, for instance, or characters with just crazy stringy combos who could just, like, grab you once and just get everything back to you from the depths of hell. Samus is not one of those characters. She's more adept at playing the long game, so that's sort of like the double-edged sword, right? Is that when you're winning, it's great. And now I can just fire all my pot shots at you, and if you don't have a good range tool or a better projectile yourself, you're just kind of effed against Samus. But if you're losing as Samus, that's not gonna pay the bills unless your opponent is just such a masher that they don't know how to get. They just run it right at the missiles, and you don't get to be Frozen level if you're that much of a masher, or if you don't know how to mash well.
And unfortunate right here for Face, as they are down 2-1 in this best of 5. Luckily, you have one more game to work with. However, the question now becomes: did Face just waste a whole game in what could have been, you know, one of the bigger upsets of this tournament and potentially taking out Frozen? I mean, still has another game to work with, but you know, you're at disadvantage now. You have to win 2 straight against the #1 seed, and in general, in any game that you play, having to get 2 straight off of the #1 seed is not the easiest task in the world.
Definitely not at all, especially when you're going with the counterpick character at the end of the day here. The question is, where do we go now? Because Dave's stupid rule, full Dave's stupid rule, is in fact in effect here. So we can't go back to the stages we've already won on. And that is why Hollow Bastion and Midgar are banned this time around, so no Gareg Mach, or however you pronounce it, for Frozen.
Right.
I don't know how to pronounce that. I never played Three Houses. I'm not the biggest Fire Emblem guy. I know. I just condemned myself to a whole group of people, but
so you went to
I apologize. We went to
Battlefield.
Yeah, no Battlefield.
No Battlefield, no Gareg. I wouldn't be surprised to see FD, honestly. I don't know if that's what they chose. I actually didn't even look at this at all. However, Jesus.
Yeah, we're going back to the Zelda.
As you should. That is the perfect pick. I mean, you kept it close every single time with this character, and the character was paying off. I mean, you got a few misfortunate events happen during the set, but nonetheless, the Zelda has been the one that's gotten him this far. Why not end with it? If you're going to be sent to losers, why not go out swinging with your very best, which is Zelda?
That and the Samus didn't know what to do either. I mean, not even that the Samus didn't know what to do, but Frozen knew what to do about the Samus. So that is definitely another reason to not go the character as well. Now we're on PS2, a little bit more room to work with if Face decides to play the longer game, pop out the Phantom Knight a little bit more, whatnot. See if maybe we can get some teleport cancels on here, like see if we can just mix up our ways out of disadvantage, or just tech off of the wall to be able to get your way out of disadvantage there and immediately get up air for your troubles. Frozen only 16% 16%, 16.2, I should say, tacked on. Not even able to get a combo into the F smash off of that down tilt, unfortunately. That's that low percent stuff you need if you want to come back from this early of a stock deficit.
This is Frozen playing at her very best. Like, this is when the download is practically completed. I already know exactly what you're going to do, and I know exactly what I'm going to do to end your stocks, deplete these stocks, and make sure I just move on to the next round without a sweat. Okay.
That was a nice nair. Nice nair, definitely sent to the other side of the stage for sure. Down air would have been a little too slow, out of disadvantage in that scenario.
I think Zelda looks at Pyra Mythra and be like, wow, I used to be able to do that. I used to be able to swap.
Honestly, I'd never even thought about that, but you're probably right. When you had a move that turned you into a top tier?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Except two characters are just top tier in general.
I would say so. I mean,
Pyra Mythra play like they're top tiers.
Yeah, for very different reasons. I mean, like, at the very least, you know, that double-edged mechanic, which is funny because they got rid of that in the older Smash games because they thought, like, it wasn't fair or that, like, they just wanted every character to have their own slot. And then, you know, DLC, Fighters Pass 2 comes around, and then, like, hell, let's just make both characters in that set a top tier. Oh, and also Pokemon Trainer. Let's not forget about that.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Pokemon Trainer kind of makes sense.
Yeah. I believe they might be getting separated in the next patch, but you didn't hear that from me, and that's also not for a while.
Yeah, no, we're
And that also could be wrong. I don't even remember who I heard that from, so whatever.
well, you know, we're also going to get Snake with Tank Light. So be prepared for that.
Yo.
But, you know, there's a lot...
Where's the professor? Professor, where are you at?
But there's, you know, there's a lot of things in the bright future of HDR if it is to continue, and I know that this game is going to excel in many ways, shapes, and forms. However, in this beta version that we are playing right now, we are seeing the very best of what these characters have to offer. Zelda in the top 8 winner side of things, going up against Aegis, a character which, you know, due to
there is
ultimate,
no character that will surprise me being in top 8 in this game. That was crazy, by the way. The pinball shot right there actually saving Frozen. Oh boy. Yes, there's the get-up attack that I want to see in that situation. That's important. Not only the timing, but the fact that you picked that option in the first place as well as the timing. That's really crucial in those scenarios because Zelda's pickup game is very important. Like she's a baller, right? Like she needs to like really like pick up in the scraps, like off of like not straight hits, but out of straight tech situations, right? Especially with the Knight out in tow. On those platforms, it's really important for Zelda to be able to follow up to get those lightning kicks. And Base isn't like waiting on the bottom to see. He's not waiting below the platforms whenever Frozen gets in that situation to really get a lightning kick instead. Instead, he's like doing the melee thing, or like the P+ thing, where you wave land on top of the platform and you just like sort of wait and power shield react to the get up get up attack on the platform. And hasn't been working out for him so much so far. I mean, he's down, but he's not out to say the least. Though this 123% deficit, I'm expecting an F tilt by the ledge any day now. No, we're just going to be spacing the back airs. Another dash attack, and it's going to kill. Okay, 2-1. Frozen, one more from advancing into winners finals, I think, right?
Yeah, no, this will be winners finals, awaiting the winner of Average Alex and Rex, I believe, who are sitting on the other side of winners semis. We'll be on stream later on. However, this is not over until the announcer says game, so can't count out FaZe yet. It is a big deficit and it is a large hill to climb. However, we've seen a lot of players just make comebacks out of nowhere, and it starts with stuff like that. However, it can also end with strings like that coming out from Frozen.
It's so crazy even thinking about the logistics of how combos like that even work. You know what I mean? Like how like that would even go. Like just switching to the other character in the middle of the string like that. Oh boy.
I love the option right there, just barely missing the punish. However, nice arms attack gonna be enough, not gonna be enough to save FaZe from facing death.
Not gonna be able to save FaZe from FaZe.
Yeah.
Tragic.
Unfortunate way to go. 3-1, however, giving Frozen her first loss, showing us that she is indeed human in this. So, in
was her
HDR.
That was her first game loss today?
I believe so, yeah. Should have been. Let me make sure it's correct.
Yeah, make sure your info is accurate.
2-0, 2-0, 2-0. Yep, go to work, go to work, go to work.
Okay.